So it's football time, and the thing I want to talk about today is really is Jalen Hurts the best quarterback in the NFL right now? Now there are two answers, and first I'm gonna give the first answer, and then I'm gonna give answer number two. The first answer is the simple one. Hey man, the guy just won the Super Bowl, and really he did, because just look at how he's the way he's able to run with the ball. That's incredible. He's, when I saw Patrick Mahomes run with the ball, when I saw quarterbacks like Josh Allen run with the ball, when I saw Lamar Jackson, who is an amazing quarterback at running with the ball, when I saw those guys run with the ball, I thought I had seen it all. I was like, whoa, that's how you do it. That's. But then along comes Jalen Hurts, and you gotta love it, man. He runs like he's a running back, and he doesn't even know how to throw the ball. Like that's how he runs. Like he's been a career running back, and that's unbelievable. Because then he really can throw that ball, which just shocks and surprises you. And I think to be able to run the ball, especially on such a high pressure stage as the Super Bowl, that calls for a lot of guts, guys. That calls for a lot of grit as a quarterback, because you're getting hit by all these heavy weights, and it really takes a toll on your body and on your emotional composure and on your ability to make great decisions as a quarterback. But Jalen Hurts can do that quite possibly better than anybody else. It's really hard to look at who matches up to him in that regard. And he just won the Super Bowl. So what more do you want? Of course, he's the best quarterback on the planet, best quarterback in the NFL. That's answer number one. But answer number two, guys, is in the Super Bowl, Patrick Mahomes actually had more pass yards than Jalen Hurts. Now, of course, Mahomes was throwing all kinds of bad throws as well. He was getting sacked. He was fumbling the ball. He made a lot of mistakes. So you could argue that, hey, those throws and those yards were not clean, and they might have been really wasteful and turning the ball over and things like that. Which, okay, I will concede some points there. But it was a hard game for the Chiefs. The entire team was struggling, so it wasn't necessarily gonna be a clean slate from the quarterback throwing the ball either. There was a lot of other things going wrong. Like even the offensive line wasn't able to hold up against that defense, so they were putting extra pressure on the quarterback. So there was a lot of other mitigating, you know, factors that were not necessarily just the quarterback's fault. That the quarterback was just one particular player, one particular actor in the whole drama. All I'm trying to say is Jalen Hurts did focus on running with the ball and handing the ball to the running back, and he had a good pass game throwing the ball, but it wasn't like the greatest throwing game of all time, right? They didn't win that based on him being able to throw, and I've always thought that was a vulnerability in Lamar Jackson's football game, because when it comes to running the game, running the ball, you can run the ball really well, but when they close down that run game and then they put pressure on him, now they force him to make high pressure throws where he's gotta throw the ball and he can do nothing else. Sometimes he gets exposed, and that Baltimore Ravens team ends up doing pretty bad because the consistency of the quarterback throwing the ball and being able to make big money throws over and over and over again, like you could get with someone like a Joe Montana or today's game like a Patrick Mahomes, or at the very top of the list, people like Aaron Rodgers or Drew Brees or Tom Brady, right? Like being able to be that consistent, just throwing the ball, doing nothing else. They just ask you nothing else, just throw the ball, man. $1 million throws, throw after throw. I think some of these flashy quarterbacks that are really good at running the ball, sometimes they struggle with that. If you take away the run game and you ask them to just throw and just win, just throwing the ball, uh, sometimes I think it cramps them a little bit, and I think that might be the case with Jalen Hurts as well, which is what happens if he gets an offensive line that breaks down and that can't afford him to run the ball that well, and now you gotta make him win by just throwing the ball. Like, is he gonna win the Super Bowl playing in that new style? Um, I mean, I know he's got arm strength. He can throw that ball, which is actually a big positive for him. Like he's great. Don't And I think his arm strength might be one of the best in the field, which is actually really great. But it's just the case like, but can you be throwing the ball and not running it? Are you still gonna be as great? I hope you would be, but on my own, I haven't necessarily seen all that, so I wouldn't know. And that's where I think it opens up now opportunity for these other quarterbacks that can throw the ball, like a Patrick Mahomes or even a Josh Allen. Josh Allen can throw the ball. Um, or a Jared Goff. Goff can really throw the ball. So it opens up the opportunity for those guys to be in the running. And of course, you still got Aaron Rodgers, one of the greatest throwers of the ball all time, who is always gonna match up well against anybody throwing the ball. And so I think that's where the picture gets much more complicated. And I in that answer, I'm gonna say I don't know that Jalen Hurts is the best quarterback in the NFL. But man, let me end by saying, don't take nothing away from Jalen Hurts, man. He's an amazing quarterback. One of the best, quite possibly the best runner with the ball amongst quarterbacks in the game right now. Like he's just, and probably one of the best all time at that too. Like I don't know that we've consistently seen, or maybe besides Lamar Jackson and people like that. Lamar is pretty good at that. Like he really can run with the ball. Um, so there's a lot to like about Jalen Hurts, and let's hope he gets back and tries to repeat and be a Super Bowl champion a second consecutive time. All right, that's all I have.